I tasted metal and blood. The alley stank of piss and betrayal. I couldn't move, not yet. Every breath scraped my lungs like broken glass. I stayed still, eyes half closed, pretending to die. Footsteps, voices. His first. Two in the gut, he's trash. My own gun, my own so-called brother in arms. Then hers. Did you get him? She didn't whisper it, no grief, no fear, just cold expectation. And that was the moment I stopped bleeding. Emotionally, at least. They thought I was done. They didn't know the rounds hit ceramic, didn't know I was wearing the prototype. I listened as they walked away, talking about her daughter, not ours. Then I stood, slow, controlled. They had no idea what they'd started. 6 months ago, I started noticing gaps, receipts from places I'd never been, locked phone screens, her distance growing like a crack in glass, too thin to panic over, at first. I'd blamed the PTSD, told myself I was overthinking, paranoid. We all carry ghosts. Some scream louder than others. But she started dressing like she did before we were married, said it was for confidence. She stopped looking me in the eye during breakfast, stopped laughing at my daughter's jokes. Her daughter. That's what her ex had called her once, before I stepped in, before I took the rule he abandoned. Now I realized he hadn't left. He'd just waited for someone like me to clean up his mess, then take my place back. I didn't confront her. You don't tip your hand until the kill is clean. Instead, I got methodical. Hired a forensic tech, quiet, discreet. He pulled deleted messages from her phone, thousands of them, some explicit, some worse, emotional, intimate, old. She'd never let him go. And he had military clearance, discharged after dishonorable behavior, but still had contacts, still had access. They'd used my own security system against me, looped cameras, tracked my routine. She had given him the code to the gun safe, the safe I'd installed to protect her. I checked the school logs. Her daughter had started missing days, always when I was away. I called the school, said I was a private investigator. They gave me the sign-out logs. He'd been picking her up, with her permission. My stomach burned in a way no bullet ever could. But I said nothing. I just waited. The final file came 3 days after the alley. Facial recognition matches, CCTV footage from gas stations, hotels, side streets, time-stamped, dated, signed by betrayal. She'd been meeting him for months, even on our anniversary. The most recent clip? Her daughter walking hand in hand with him into an unregistered property. No toys, no other children, just a locked door, and her mother waiting in the car, looking at her phone, smiling. I didn't feel rage. I felt clarity. I printed everything, bound it in a file, left it on the kitchen counter when she got home. No words, just a single envelope with one question inside. Do you still want him when I take everything else? I didn't need to scream, didn't throw punches. I filed an emergency custody motion that morning, cited the footage, my military standing, his record. The judge barely blinked. Protective Services raided the property. Her daughter was safe, confused, but safe. I met her at the hospital, kneeled down. She asked, "Did Mommy send me there because I was bad?" I said no, and I meant it, because the only bad person in her life was never coming back. I turned every connection against them. Military command, legal channels, her family, his. By the end of the week, she'd lost custody, lost the house, lost the support of every name she once used to climb out of her lies. They didn't see the trap until the walls collapsed, and I was already gone. I moved far enough to breathe. The daughter I raised still calls me dad. Because blood doesn't define love, loyalty does. My ex-wife called once, left a voicemail I didn't listen to. She tried to sound broken, but manipulation doesn't work when there's no heart left to pull on. He went back to prison, not for shooting me, for what he did to the others before me. She claimed she didn't know. She always claimed that. But silence is guilt when it comes from someone who once slept beside your soul. I look in the mirror sometimes and see the scar the bullet should have left, and I smile, because I survived her, and she'll never survive the truth I left behind. They used my own weapon to destroy me. I used their own choices to erase them.